Hi everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Now, this morning I saw on the news, and I thought this was actually quite funny, because I spoke to somebody about this a few years ago, where the teachers union have basically said that they're going to campaign in every single Labour constituency up and down the country, because they want all teachers to get an inflation busting pay rise. Okay, so what's inflation at the moment? 2.6%. What they've been offered? 2.8%. So the General Secretary of this union, complete moron to be honest in my opinion, has said that he's going to call for strike action. The Education Secretary, is it Bridget Phillipson or something like that her name is, has basically said, how about putting kids first for a change, rather than calling for strike action. Now, I said several years ago, somebody I know who was a unionist said, biggest problem in this country is unions. Because they don't care about their members. All they care about is lining their own pockets, getting as much publicity for themselves as humanly possible, so they can get more members, which generates them more revenue. That's all they care about. They don't care about the members at all. And I've never seen any effect, but they have actually really cared about them. Even if you go all the way back to the 1980s under Arthur Scargill, classic point in case, cared more about his own personal ego and his own personal pocket at the time. When he did any of the miners, but that's another argument for another day. So, what should they do? Well, he did ask for above inflation pay increase, and last time I checked, 2.8 is above 2.6. So, is there an argument? You should take it. Been offered what you wanted, didn't specify how far above inflation it should be. So the big question is, should they actually strike? I would argue no, because it's not really going to achieve anything. The only people you're going to punish as a teacher is the students. The students you claim you go into this profession to want to help, and you're going to risk punishing them for a second time in recent years. So, somebody explain to me what the benefit of the teachers going on strike is, because it's not as if they're poorly paid. You know, a teacher outside of London starts on over £31,000 a year, just under 32 grand, going up to nearly £50,000. It's not as if they're badly paid. Yeah, they may not be appreciated. They may have to put up with awkward kids at times. But that's the ticket you signed up for. If you didn't want to put up with any of that, you shouldn't become a teacher. And I may be being a bit horrible by saying that, but that is the reality. So, question is, should they be given more than 2.8%? Well, fundamentally, how can they really get paid more than that when you got the Labour talking about this massive £20 billion black hole, and when they came in last year they gave the unions a lot of extra money, and that is the problem. First thing they did, first day in office, was bow to the unions. So will they bow to the unions again? I would suggest they probably will, because that's what Labour does. Bows down, bends over with their pants down. I know it's not a very nice thing for me to say, but it's true. Okay, so let us know what you think. Should the government bow down to the teachers union and give them a big fat pay rise, or shouldn't they? Let us know in the comments down below. If you are new to the channel, if you could please subscribe as well, I would appreciate it. But for now, thanks for watching. I'll speak to you again later.